Hey, good morning, everybody. It is Vlogmas day, what are we on, 9? Vlogmas day 9. And let me tell you something. They should have never given your girl a hot glue gun. Okay, I bought this a few months ago for one of my daughter's art projects, and I am tickled pink at using it. It's like, oh, why have I not had this before? Like, it's made my life so much easier. So, I told you guys I wanted to make an advent calendar for my baby. So, this is the start. First, I was going to be ambitious and make one for each one. I was like, you know what? I don't have that kind of time. So I'm making one advent calendar and I'm only doing 10. We're not going to do 25 because that's just too much. And all I've done so far is a hot glued. So half of these are toilet paper rolls. The other half is the wrapping paper roll. And I just cut them to size, hot glued them together, and made a little triangle here. And I need to make the outside look pretty. And so I've seen people wrap it with wrapping paper or with ribbon. I do have some glittery ribbons. I think I might hot glue glittery ribbon around the whole thing. And then I have to put wrapping paper or something on the back and then put stuff inside and then cover the top. So I'm going to start them opening up on the 15th. Actually, shoot, now that I think about it, they're going to be at my parents' house for at least 3 days before Christmas. So I have an option. Actually, I think I can still do this. I think I'm still starting on the 15th, and I'll just drop off the advent calendar at my parents' house, and they can still open up one thing. So I'll make sure the things that are in there are things they can do with my parents or with my brother because he'll be in town. But most of the things in here are going to be bake cookies with mommy, watch a Christmas movie with mommy, let's go see some Christmas lights. I don't know. I had a list actually. I came up with a list of stuff, and I'm sure I have no idea what that list is now because I came up with that list in October because that's how my brain works. But I'm going to figure it out, and they don't know I'm doing this. So regardless, if this doesn't work out and I end up not doing it, they won't be disappointed. Win-win for everybody. But I do want to try to do it just because it's something new, something different. And yeah, I keep you guys posted on how it goes. In the meanwhile, I'm about to get dressed because my sorority, Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated, we are doing community service today. We are working with the Salvation Army to ring the bell outside of a local Walmart to try to gain some money for Salvation Army so that they can help out some needy families for the holiday. So fortunately, it's not as cold this year as it was last year. And last year when I went, I wasn't in the organization, but I was trying to be part of the organization. So it is kind of weird going to a lot of these events again, but now being a member. Before, this kind of a tidbit if you guys are interested in being in an organization. When you go to events, as someone who's interested in going, one of the unspoken rules is, don't wear the colors of that organization or colors of other organizations. You're not gonna get punished or anything, but I think it's just a courtesy kind of thing. So last year I was very aware of that whenever I went and did stuff with them. This year it's like, wow, I can actually wear my blue. I can actually wear my gold. So I'm excited, but I'm gonna take you guys with me there. I'm not gonna record too much, but I'll at least let you see my sorority sisters in action and show you what I'm gonna wear. So I'll be back soon. Alright, so taking my shower, and I'm wearing jeans and a sweatshirt, but this is different from last Saturday when I was severely underdressed. This is community service. We're going to be outside the entire time, so I know I'm just appropriately. So here's the sweatshirt I'm wearing. See, 1922, that's the year we were founded. These are our colors, gold and blue. And yeah, she was just delivered 2 days ago. I bought it for Black Friday. I'm so glad it came on time, because when we go out and do community service, they prefer that we wear gold as opposed to blue, because there is another sorority, Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. Their colors are royal blue and white, and they don't like anyone to accidentally confuse one with the other. So even though our colors are blue and gold, a lot of times they prefer that we wear gold so we stand out a little bit more. So this is what I have on. I'm gonna put on my gold and blue Nikes that I had on last weekend. And let me tell you something. It really sucks being a woman sometimes, a lot of the time. This is how I woke up. Like you saw the art project I was doing this morning, but outside of that, I woke up with my tooth hurting, a headache, menstrual cramps, and menstrual back pains all at the same time. Which isn't great, obviously, because when I have menstrual cramps especially, I'm not in the mood to eat anything. And then with my tooth hurting, I'm really not in the mood to eat anything, so it's going to be a very interesting day. Regardless, when I start community service, I'm going to have a smile on my face the whole time. I'm going to brush my teeth, and because it's still looking like it's looking, we're going to put another head wrap on. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, so I'm on my way there, and my vice president is the one who's in charge of community service. So everyone who signed up today had a choice to sign up for a shift and work from 10 to 11 or 11 to 12, or work the whole time for 10 to 12. And I was like, I can work 10 to 12, it's just 2 hours. The things I'm planning to do with my babies, if I actually do them, aren't happening until this evening, so I have the time, right? And so she sent an email last night and it was like, oh, okay, if you're coming at 10, show up no later than 10:15. If you're showing up at 11, show up no later than 11:15. Now, the thing is, I know her pretty well. So when she says no later than 10:15, what she prefers is that we're there by like 9:30, 9:45. So, and I know that. And I also know that where we're meeting is at least 45 minutes away from me. All the things, well, most of the things we do are actually in this particular city. So I already know going in, okay, whatever we're doing, I need to leave an hour before I need to be there. So I left as close to 9 as possible. So right now I should get there about 9:50, which probably would be considered late by her standards, but I'm going to be on time. You know, everybody don't live right down the street. I'm pretty sure she lives within like 10, 15 minutes. I'm not that lucky. You know, and unfortunately they don't do a lot of stuff in my particular county. I'm hoping now that I'm a member that I can find some activities for us to do here, mainly because I want to make sure that people in this county know that we have a presence. Even if there are only 3 or 4 of us that actually live here, it's still important. I think for any organization, it's always important to be in the mindset of recruitment. And the only way you can recruit is if people know that you're actually here. So that means we have to get involved in marches, get involved in parades, get involved in whatever community service activities there are here. So I'm hoping to kind of keep my ear to the ground to find ways for us to get involved so that people, again, know that we have been here. And that's why every time I'm running errands, especially during the summertime when I'm not wearing a coat, whenever I would run errands, you know, going to Target, going to Walmart, grocery shopping, wherever I was going in my county, I specifically wore some paraphernalia with my letters on them, with our mascot, which is a poodle, with our year 1922, with something so that people could see at a glance like, oh, okay. And mind you, in my county, I won't say it's not that many black people. We have black people. We're just very, very spread out. So I see black people every time I go out. And also, I can't assume that people of other races don't necessarily know my letters, because it's not like because we're a black Greek letter organization doesn't mean every single member we have is black. That's not the way that works. Same thing for, you know, Hispanic Greek letter organizations and Asian Greek letter organizations. That's historically, that's who the members are. But they got people that look, you know, all different shades, shapes, sizes, and everything as their membership. So I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to do my part by at least wearing the stuff out. But now I need to find actual things for us to do. Like, for instance, in our county, last year was my first time participating. We had a march for MLK. And I went because my son is a member of the Kappa League, which is the mentoring arm of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. And the Kappas have a chapter in my county. And so since he's part of the Kappa League, he and the other Kappa Leaguers got to walk with the men of Kappa Alpha Psi in the parade. And so I went to show support to my son and had my daughter with me because I also want them to see the importance of doing community service. You know, they kind of know, well, I don't say kind of. My son does know who Martin Luther King is. My daughter probably doesn't. But again, I wanted to show them it's important to be a part of your community, right? So I'm looking around while we're preparing to march. And again, we're marching with the Kappas. And I'm looking, and every Greek letter organization was represented with the exception of mine and the exception of one other fraternity. And I was like, huh. And mind you, this was before I was a member. This was before I was actually officially an interest. I just kind of noticed it because I knew it was something I was planning to look into fairly soon. So when I saw that, I was like, huh. I was like, that's kind of strange. They should be involved in this. And now being in the organization, I understand that we don't have a lot of representation in this county in terms of membership. So I know the march is happening again in January, and I did reach out to the organizers to see how we can be a part of it. Even if it's just me and 2 other people holding up a banner that has the name of our organization on it, at least we'll be represented. So, and I think it's important. It is community service. And again, just letting people know that, hey, we're here, just in case you didn't know, we actually have a presence and you can actually join us and you can learn more about us or whatever. So again, trying to do my part. And I feel like that's part of my role, I guess, in this organization. And I'm sure that I have other roles too. You know, I'm still fairly new. It's only been 7 months. I've only been in the organization for 7 months, so I have time to figure out exactly where I fit in and where the need is. But I'm gonna get back to driving. I'll check in with you guys again once I get to the Walmart so you can see what the setup is. I got here on time for me. It's about 9:51 when I pulled up. They told us where to meet. It's the same place we met last year. There's nobody here. And in our chat, I know some sorors are on their way or some sorors are coming late, but I don't know who exactly is organizing this particular community service event. I don't know who's supposed to be here. We're supposed to have a bucket from Salvation Army, supposed to have a bell, supposed to be outside ringing the bell and asking for donations. And again, I don't see anybody here. It's about 10:04, which is like, oh, girl, that's only 4 minutes late. We don't typically do things late. Not really. That's not really our thing. So it's like, don't quite know what's going on. And obviously, I don't have any materials. I'm here to volunteer. I don't have a bell. I don't have any of that stuff. So, and especially for me coming, probably not the furthest away, but still coming far and things not being set up, that definitely makes me annoyed. Just like, we didn't if I was just right across the street and it's like, oh, okay, well, it's fine. I didn't come far. No, I came 47 minutes. So it'd be nice to have things set up. I sent a message in the chat. I was like, hey, is anybody here yet? Nobody's responded. I don't see anything. There's a bunch of cars, obviously, because it's Walmart. Like, it's always going to be a bunch of cars. But I haven't even seen any cars with the sorority, like, license plate. Normally, when I come to an event, most of the cars in the parking lot will be, like, sorority plates. I haven't seen any sorority plates. I haven't seen anybody I recognized. And I feel like everybody wouldn't be late. You know what I'm saying? Some people probably would have come early or close on time. So I don't know if there's an issue. Maybe they couldn't get the Salvation Army bucket. Maybe there's an issue finding a bell. I don't know. It could be all kinds of things. But whatever it is, should have been communicated. If there was a glitch, and I'm not saying there was, but at this point I have no idea. But something should have been said in a chat or an email like, hey, ladies, looks like we're starting a little later because this happened or this happened is out of our control. Come at this time. You know, whatever it is. But all I know is I haven't seen anything. I haven't heard anything. And again, for me driving as far as I did, like, I need things to be happening now. So, I don't know. It's not like I know people around here. It's not like I'm keen to, you know, be like, oh, I'm just going to hang around here. I'm not hanging around here. I'm really not. But I also want to come all the way just to turn around and go back. I'm assuming it's still happening. I just don't know what time. I'm parked where I can't necessarily see. But I went through the door where we're supposed to meet. Maybe because I'm like, maybe they're inside getting their stuff together. Nobody was inside, or none of my people were inside. And the beauty of being in a sorority is that it's very easy to spot the people in your sorority because everybody's going to be wearing their colors, so you can easily identify them. Because our chapter has over 100 members. Obviously, I haven't met everybody yet. And even people I've met, I don't remember everybody's name. So, but I'd still be able to see them, be like, oh, hey, soror. And be like, oh, hey, how you doing? Okay. So I didn't see nobody with the color either. So I think I'm going to drive around to where the entrance is supposed to be, so where we're supposed to meet, to see if I see them there. If I don't see them there this time around, I'm going to wait until, I plan to be out here till noon. So I guess I'll give it till 10:30. And then we'll see what happens. Department of Good morning. All right, so I am finished with my community service. We were out there for about 2 hours, and it was cool. It definitely wasn't as many people in terms of sorority. Wasn't many people there this year as there were last year, but we still, got some really good donations. And I was being my typical boisterous self, and I was just screaming things like, Happy Holidays, Feliz Navidad, Happy Kwanzaa, Merry Christmas, Season's Greetings, Happy New Year, Happy Winter Solstice. I just like to be goofy. And I figure it's a way to get people to actually look at us. And this one woman did come up to me after I greeted her and said, I just love your energy. Thank you so much. I was like, oh, thank you, ma'am. It's just really sweet. I was like, oh. And actually, one of my sorors said the same thing to me. She's like, I don't know what it is, but every time I hear your voice, I just get really happy. You just have a very soothing voice. It just excitable. It's like, it just makes me really happy. I was like, oh, woo guys. So that was cool. And normally, actually, after we have an event, especially an event that's in the morning, we typically go out to eat, but we didn't do that this time. I think people were like doing last minute Christmas shopping, got other stuff to do. So I'm on my way home. It's actually going to take me 10 minutes longer because apparently there's a slowdown. It's always traffic on the weekends. It's just ridiculous. So I'm going to go home. I have time to do some laundry. I'm going to make lunch for me and my husband. I'm going to resist the urge to spend money on food, at least today. See how long that lasts. But I'm going to make lunch for me and my husband because I know my babies are probably eating about now. And like I said, I'm going to do some laundry. And I'm just going to kind of hang out and chill out. I didn't tell my babies that we're going to the tree lighting. But, not tree lighting, to the Christmas parade. It doesn't start until 6. And it's probably only 20 minutes away from the house. I'm thinking I'm probably going to feed them dinner on the earlier side. So that way when we get there, you know, nobody's hungry. And I'm not rushing to fix them something to eat when we get back. So I think that's what we're going to do. I think that's how the day is going to go. Obviously, you know, while I'm doing laundry and doing things around the house, it's always a good idea to put on some Christmas music or a Christmas movie because why the heck not, right? So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I'll take you guys with me for sure to the Christmas parade. We went last year. It was a lot colder last year than it is today. It is December 9th and it is 54 degrees outside. And you see how bright the sun is shining? I was sweating. And I'm wearing a sweatshirt and I'm wearing a jacket that's really not that heavy. I had to take my jacket off while I was standing outside because it was that warm. So on one hand, that's good that the parade, we won't be as cold this year as we were last year. But on the other hand, it sucks because I want snow for Christmas. And I know some people are like, why would you want that? Or I don't want snow. That's your prerogative. I like snow when I'm in the house. Now, I'm not trying to drive in no snow or drive in the ice. Like, who wants to do that? But if I'm in the house already and I know I'm not going anywhere that day, then snow is perfect. And I feel like, you know, you should have a white Christmas. That's what Christmas is about. So, yeah. But like I said, I'm on my way home. I still have a long way to go because I live so very, very far away. And I'm still experienced cramps probably the whole time I was out there. My back was definitely bothering me. But I was able to kind of get through it and just, you know, keep my happy face on. Like, yay, Merry Christmas, give us donations. But, yeah, when I get home, the heating pad's gonna put in work. I have a heating pad on my back and another one on my stomach. We have like 2 heating pads in the house because my husband always has a bunch of aches and pains, and with my cramps I like to have one on hand. So I might be putting both of them to work when I get home. I'm gonna need to, and I'm gonna, like I said, make lunch and all that stuff, but I'm definitely gonna take time to just relax and sit down. And yep, that's it. So I'll check in with you guys probably later at the Christmas parade. Merry Christmas! Ladybug, did you wave to the snowman? Oh, look at the doggies, Dalmatians, babe. Aw, that's so cool. There's a lot of them too. Tomorrow. Merry Christmas! Happy holidays! Feliz Navidad! Oh, the 3 wise men! Looking shiny! Oh, a dance troupe! Coming to town! Here you go! So the parade was cool. It got a little chilly by the time we left, but it only lasted an hour. What I love about this particular city is that during the holiday season, the parking is completely free everywhere. All the parking garages, all of that. So I love that. We were able to park on the street where when we got out the car, we just literally walked straight to, we saw the barricade and was able to see the whole parade. We got there right before it started, so we didn't miss anything. There were, I've never really done Christmas parades before. This is only my second time going, and this is the same one I went to last year. So they have a lot of local businesses, right? So they have local Girl Scout troops and Boy Scout troops. They had like a Little League baseball team. They had a team that represented the Special Olympics. They had the city's, or actually the county's soccer team. They had a bunch of dogs. Like, they always have a bunch of dogs, which is interesting. And then they have like just some regular people who are like, oh, I'm an attorney, let me just drive my car and put some lights on. It's like, okay. Had a couple of beauty queens. I wasn't expecting that. They had some questionable floats. Well, no, they had some that had like little kids singing and people playing live instruments, which was cool. But they had one, and I don't remember what company this is, but the float had a nativity scene. It had Santa on the back, and in the middle it had cutouts of George Washington and Thomas Jefferson. I'm not sure why all three of those things would be on one float: religion, Santa, and political leaders. I don't really get the connection, but I was like, okay, I guess, sure, right on. And then they act like it's Halloween because they throw candy at the kids, right? Now, I'm all for that, but the children should not be allowed to throw the candy. They have the adults doing it, and the adults either came up right to the kids and put candy in their hands. Sometimes they threw them at the kids' feet because the kids were scrambling like it was a pinata, like, oh my gosh, you kids, get this. And it's fine because it's not hurting anybody, just throw it or whatever. These kids are on these floats and they are chucking this candy like they are the pitcher, and we're just there as the umpire ready to catch the ball. Like, literally, they're just like, Merry Christmas. Ooh, ooh. And I'm like, me and the parents, it's like the light flash before our eyes. Is literally, we see them doing it, we're looking up, and all we see is just candy flying directly at our face. And I'm like, this is not safe. Because around me I have my babies who aren't, big babies, but there's like kids in the strollers, there's other like little kids, there's like dogs. It's like, what are y'all doing? They should not be in charge of that ever again. But it was cute. It's only last an hour. Now I'm home and I have about 25 minutes before I leave again. This has been a long day, guys. I did my community service this morning. Then I was on a virtual meeting with my Mocha moms. Didn't get a chance to take a nap. I did wash 3 loads of laundry, so I mean, that's good and productive. Then did the Christmas parade, and now I'm about to go to a party. I'm going to a pajama party put on by the Noops, the Brothers of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. So I'm meeting my girls there, my sorority sisters there. It's an hour away because, again, I just live far from literally everything. The only thing that was close to me today that I did was the parade. That was 25 minutes or so. Everything else is a smooth 45 minutes to an hour 15. So this is about an hour away from me. And the theme, well, there's no theme for the pajamas, but all the sorors, we decided, most of us, that we were going to get matching robes. And the robes come in different colors. So some of us got gold, some of us got blue. So the theme that we had in mind is whoever got gold robes, you wear blue pajamas underneath, and vice versa. If you got blue robes, you wear gold pajamas underneath. So I have the gold robe. I got it monogrammed because apparently these are robes that people buy for their bridesmaids. So is this the robe? So I got some words put on it, and it was from Amazon. It wasn't overly expensive. This is the gold. Oh, you can see a peek of my closet too. I'm still working on it, but this is my blue and gold section of my closet. So it's not as much as I'd like for it to be, but I'm working on it. Neither here nor there. So this is my robe. I have spring, oops, wrong side, spring 23, because that's when I crossed. And then I have my line name on the back. Oh, can't see it. Which is Perceptive Royalty. It's my line name. So I'm going to be wearing this. And then I bought pajamas from Amazon that actually were delivered while I was at the parade. So I came just in the nick of time. But of course, it's too small. Because, and I'm sure you guys have seen, I'm a plus size chick. Have extremely large breasts. And have a large waist. And everything's large. And because I have large breasts, it's hard for me to wear anything that buttons up. And these do have buttons. And just putting it on, it was tight around my arms. And normally in this size, my arms are normally fine. I normally don't have an issue with that. But it being tight around my arms, I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to actually button this up. The right color is beautiful royal blue. It's nice silk material, short sleeves, because I dance heavily at these kind of parties. I sweat, so I didn't want to wear long sleeves. But I think I'm still going to wear it and just wear it open, because I forgot I have a royal blue camisole and I have some blue leggings. So I'm wearing my blue leggings. I have some blue shoes. This on top of it. Probably going to wrap my hair up again in the blue and then wear the gold robe and still be gold and blue down from head to toe. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to change it up. I had gold jewelry on earlier. I'm going to have silver jewelry because even though I'm going to be wearing that, nothing that I'm wearing has my letters on it or just says Sigma Gamma Rho. So I do have a silver necklace that has my letters. So I think I'm going to wear that just so I can have something with my letters on it. Even though the colors, people will be able to tell what organization I'm in, I still want to make sure there's absolutely no doubt in anybody's mind. So we'll see how this all works out. Like I said, it starts at 8, but again, I'm an hour away, so I know a lot of my sorors are trying to get there between 9 and 9:30. This is the sucky part about being so far away. They have one line sister who lives literally 5 minutes away from me. But she goes out of town every other weekend, and we don't always go to the same stuff. So a lot of times it's me driving by myself. I'm too out of the way for anyone to come pick me up or for me to ride with someone. So it's me normally going to an event by myself, showing up by myself, sometimes getting there before everybody else, and just kind of hanging around until people show up that I know. Either way, I'm going to go. It's from 8 to 2. I don't think I'm staying until 2 o'clock. But the plan right now is to get there about 9:30. Stay for at least a couple hours depending on what the DJ's doing, depending on when my sorors get there, and then come home a lot earlier hopefully than I did last week. So I'll take you guys inside the party obviously, because you got to see my girls stroll, because duh. And I might show the noob strolling, if they're good, if they're nice to me, I might video them strolling a little bit, and we'll see. So we'll see you guys soon. Okay, so my outfit didn't work out quite the way I wanted it to. I do have the robe on, and I have my blue camisole. Couldn't find my blue leggings, so I'm wearing black leggings instead. I am wearing my sorority, flashing, my sorority necklace, if you can, see. You can kind of see it. I'm wearing that, and some of my line sisters have gotten together, and one of them has a hotel room, so they're meeting at her hotel to pregame and to practice strolling. So I'm not feeling a type of way. I guess I'm kind of feeling a type of way. Not by the fact that they're doing that, because that's their business. But I don't know. Again, driving here by myself, I just felt really lonely. Maybe that's the feeling that I'm feeling. I just feel lonely. And I know when I see them, I'll be happy. And like, oh, my girls. I saw someone this morning. That's great. But the time between when I see them and I'm in the car by myself, I don't know, I feel lonely. Definitely got a little bit of imposter syndrome where I'm feeling like, should I be hanging with them? I am kind of old. Maybe I should be at home. And then when I'm at a party and I'm dancing, I feel probably one of the times I feel the sexiest is when I'm dancing at a party. And I don't know, like driving here, I was like, but do I look as sexy as I actually feel? How am I looking at other people? Are they just seeing this like overweight person trying to dance? Are they repulsed? Do they think it's sexy? And I don't know where any of these thoughts are coming from. I don't typically think this way before I go to an event. I didn't think this way last week when I went to the party. So I don't know. I'm just feeling in a funk, I guess, and just can't really explain it. And yeah, so that's what I'm feeling right now. I'm in the parking lot of the hotel. I text the person who got the room to see if they're even still here. She didn't respond. So I am grateful for one of my line sisters who hit me up, and she was constantly updating me on what was happening. They're meeting here. This is what I know so far. And I love that. And it made me so happy that she did that. And it kind of tapped into my feelings of being left out sometimes. And I'm sure I'm not really being left out. But again, being where I am, geographically where I am, and coming to these events by myself, I'm not the oldest soror, but I feel older compared to everybody else. And yeah, it's just me. It's literally just me. No one is making me feel this way. No one has ever made a comment to me. I'm still blending with everybody else. Most of them don't even know that I'm 42. Like, it doesn't matter. But I don't know. I'm just feeling some type of way, guys. And I hate when I get in this funk. And I know once I get there, I'll be fine. But I know when it comes to these things, I have to just kind of jump in feet first and be like, you know what? I paid money for this ticket. I'm going to go and I'm going to dance and I'm going to have fun. It doesn't matter how people view me. I feel sexy when I dance. I have fun when I'm dancing. So I'm going to go and dance. And that's what I'm going to do. So she hasn't hit me up to say that there's still a hotel room. I don't need a pregame. I'm too old to pregame. I'm not about to trying to get drunk and then go to. I'm just not doing that. So I'm gonna go to the party, and hopefully I'll get some footage at the party. But yeah, I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna.